son, I can't kill you. Never let a nigga steal you. Switched up, I can't feel you. Why the fuck a nigga hating on me? Never did.
Going on YouTube, it's your boy 252 HUNDO. It's your boy 252 back, 252 Hundo back again. Back again with another video, but today's video is a little different. Today's video is a little different. What I'm going to talk about today is something that I don't usually talk about. It's basically this video is for encouragement and for anyone who wants to be an entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is basically having your own company, having your own business. So I'm going to tell you about the story that got me wanting to become an entrepreneur. So let's go back. I was in about 9th grade. You know, 9th, 10th grade is usually when you find out what you want to do in life. So I have a grandpa before he passed away last year, or 2017. He owned a number of things, but the thing is this: with him, he always was a go-getter. He never complained. He always just did what he had to do for himself and his family. And I feel like that's where I get this from. First off, before we go into all that, happy late birthday to me. I turned 19 on Sunday, so you know, still grinding, guys. Just blessed to see another year. All right, back to the story. So my grandpa owned house properties. So he was a landlord basically. He owned hair salons, barbershops, and he owned his own antique store, or little thrift store, whatever you want to call it. So, I was having a conversation with him, and he was like, "Well, you're in 9th grade now. What do you want to do?" I told him I don't know. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about sports. Thought I was gonna make it to the NFL, NBA, because I played football and basketball. Thought I was gonna make it to the league, but that don't happen to everybody. So look, he was like, "Well, look, you need to figure out what you're gonna do." So then I started telling him about my interest in athletic training, which I'm currently doing now, and which I'm currently in school for now, and medical assistant and all that. So, he was like, man, you know what? That's great. But would you rather open your own practice or work for somebody? And I was like, well, open my own practice, of course, and, get those connections with the athletes and and stuff like that. He was like, exactly. So basically, he coached me up on game on how to become an entrepreneur. So I'm making this video today to tell you guys 3 easy steps that I'm taking right now to become an entrepreneur. Okay, so now what I'm going to get into next is the fact that folks are going to write you off, when you say, I want to do this, I want to do that. So basically, I'm going to tell you about the 2 companies that I'm currently building up right now. On my road to entrepreneurship. So one is retail. That's selling things like clothes, shoes, stuff like that. And another is my podcast that I have on the Anchor app. As a matter of fact, link will be in the description below. So yeah. So first I'm gonna get into the retail. So I'm not gonna go into deep with this one because of copyright purposes. Because no offense to any of you guys out there, but people do like to steal ideas, and I'd rather not put my company on. So make this quick. Okay, so about a year ago, I had a vision of starting this company. Basically, it was gonna sell athletic brand gear, and basically be up there with the big dogs, Nike, Jordan, Adidas, Under Armour, Puma, stuff like that. So I'm currently still building up, building up, building up, building up. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be some days where you don't feel like doing it. It's gonna be some days that you do feel like doing it. It's really gonna be some days where you just like, man, I would just want to give up, but that's not the answer. What else? And that's something that you have to put your own money into. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I do not have rich parents. Everything that I've really gotten, everything you guys see me do, this camera, everything that you guys basically see me have, if you guys follow me on Instagram, everything you guys see me have on Instagram, Snapchat, I've got it myself. I worked for it. That's just the type of person I am now. I'm not saying anything about, if your parents give you, because that's your choice. But I prefer to work for my, the things that I want. So, you're going to have to put your own money into this. And what I mean by that is, the things you want to, if you want to, you're going to have to make some really tough decisions. Sometimes you want to buy this brand new jacket, but you got to put $25 into your company to help keep the balance of the money in your company. That $25 could go to a development production in your company. So instead of buying that $25 jacket, you could put that in there and it'll pay off in the long haul. All money pays off in the long haul, and that is a true statement. Basically, I'm gonna give you guys an example of all money paying off in the long haul. Should I use that? Sam Walton put his own money into Walmart. Basically made Walmart what it is today. Passed it through generations. His kids, their kids. They've all got a piece of the Walmart dynasty because of what Sam Walton did. Sam Walton also owns Sam's. So they're making money doing what was intentionally set for them. So yeah. What else? Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys three or four. I'm gonna give you guys some easy steps for this one. Basically, putting your own money into it. It's a lot. Putting your own money into it. Even when you don't want to do it and don't want to research and don't want to do this, don't want to do that, you have to. It's just life, and things that I've had to go through to get to this moment. It's quite crazy, because when I started this idea and I told people, I want to be I want to be bigger than Nike, Jordan. I want my company to be bigger than Nike, Jordan. They looked at me like, you're crazy. It's never going to happen. And honestly, it's going to feel good when I prove the haters wrong, when I get my company up there in the big names. You gotta be, you gotta be dedicated. It's definitely a dedication thing, and you gotta take time, and you can't rush it. I was born in what they call the microwave generation, and basically what that is when we want things at a snap of a button, which is absolutely true, because if I could just snap my fingers right now and both of my companies were Fortune 500 companies and I was at the top of the food chain and I had this and I had that, I would definitely snap my finger. But the thing that I would like to do is remember where I came from. I remember that I didn't have money growing up. I remember stuff like that. So I know that me doing stuff like this, I can think in the mind of an average middle class American. Second business that I'm into, I have a podcast. A podcast is basically like a radio show. It's on the Anchor app. It's called Maxing the Limits. Basically, me and my buddy that I run the retail stuff with, we get on there, we talk about sports, we debate. It's sort of like ESPN, Sports Center, First Take, stuff like that. It's going pretty well. We're building a bigger fan base. Um, our numbers are up. We're it's getting to the point where we're gonna eventually have to make this our life if we want to continue doing this. These two companies that I have, I eat, sleep, and breathe it. I'm looking every day how to get my companies better, and that's the only way. You cannot take any days off. You can't do any of that. Even if I'm not doing one thing for one company at the moment, I'm doing something for the other company. And obviously, my third hustle is YouTube. I guess you could say that. I do YouTube because I like to entertain people. I feel like I'm a pretty good entertainer. If you guys have been watching any of my other videos, um, let me name a good one. The worst spanking of my life video. That was a really great video. That one's still doing numbers to this day. Gameplays. I do it all because I like to relate to all people. So there's really no breaks. Like, I deal with school. I deal with these other two companies. I have a personal life, but I have to learn how to balance all of them. So what I do is I basically have an agenda, have a binder, have a notebook, have a notepad or something like that, and you divide your time up. There's 24 hours in the day. You at least spend 8 to 10 hours a day sleeping. That's number one. Okay, so then I'm gonna say you spend about another, you have dividing meals, so you spend that time eating. But with the rest of that time, you have to know how to divide. I had to know how to divide school and just my personal life. And if you guys have any real friends out there, they will support you and they will understand. My friends, they supported me. I had to cut some off because they laughed at me and said it was a dumb idea and that I just need to go do what I'm supposed to do. Before I go deep into this, what motivated me to do this was all of the naysayers. I've never really told this before because I felt like it wasn't a need to, but my 8th grade teacher told me because I'm not gonna lie, elementary and middle school I was a hard headed kid. I did what I wanted to. I got in a lot of trouble, but she basically told me I'll be in jail at 18 years old. I really won't be much, and she said the lowest point that I'll ever have in my life is being in jail, and the highest point is me working at Walmart, working at a fast food restaurant. I think about that today, and I took it and I ran with it. And if I do see her again in the future, I will let her know you were wrong. I'm 19 years old now, never been arrested, never worked at Walmart, and I only worked at a fast food restaurant just to try it out because they needed help when I was 16, 17. And I quit because I didn't like it. So yeah, it's about proving the naysayers wrong. What else? You gotta believe in yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, you will fail. I repeat, if you do not believe in yourself, you will fail. If no one else believes in you, you need to believe in you. If not, it's all gonna go to shambles. It's gonna go to a waste. I have a very great support system, and I just want to thank my mom, my stepdad. Even my whole family. They support me in whatever I want to do. You got a few naysayers out there that'll say it won't work. That's family members, but that's just people. People are entitled to their own opinion. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I've touched all the bases. My podcast link in the description will be below. What else? Follow me on Instagram at sno.hundo. I want to say. Let me look again. Let me look real quick. Because I changed my Instagram name. I remember me changing my Instagram name. Yes, it is sno.hundo. Follow me on Twitter at Hundo3X. Yeah. And yeah, but you gotta be devoted to yourself. You gotta know how to divide your time up. time is the most important thing in life. There's two things I really hate, and anybody that knows me knows as well. I hate wasting money and I hate wasting time, because time you won't get back, and money you gotta bust your ass to make it back. So, you know, just do what you gotta do. Um, yeah, I hope this determines a lot of y'all, because what we need more young owners. You know, you look at these companies that's going on now, and most of the owners are your dad, your uncles, your granddad's age. We need more young owners like us, so we can, you know, make this world a better place. Honestly, so if you guys like what you saw, like, subscribe, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at sno.hundo. Follow me on Twitter at Hundo3x, and that's it. That's 252 Hundo out.